My name is Cameron. I'm a second year and I'm studying French and German. One aspect of the German course that I think is really great is the philosophy and the history elements, because didn't have the opportunity to do any kind of work on philosophy in school. So to be able to do that here, I didn't know what to expect in first year, but I decided that I really quite liked it. And then being able to meld that with history in second year as well has been a really great opportunity for me that I've really loved. So I'm a second year. I've just finished planning my Yearboard. I'm hoping that it'll provide a great springboard for my final year. What I've chosen to do for my Yearboard is to split it, so I get to do a little bit of French, but also to keep going with my German as well. And then I can decide later on what kind of specialities I want to go and do from there. I've also decided to split it in that I'll be studying for the first half in Paris, and then I'll be working at university in Berlin in the second half. So my Yearboard project is going to be on Rosa Luxemburg, because I've really enjoyed the kind of philosophy elements of German this year, which isn't something that I had an opportunity to do in school. And so kind of building that into my love of history here as well was really good for what I wanted to do. And my supervisors have been really friendly, really approachable, really helpful with helping me choose a topic. And so to be able to continue my interests from what I've studied so far in the future, I do think melding into the Yearboard project is a really good idea. And the way the German department or the German section works is really good, because there's a lot of continuity between papers that allow you to develop what you've learned in previous years in the following years. So papers that I've done this year, I can continue into fourth year too. The thing that's changed me most here is the way Cambridge thinks about thinking. You're encouraged to think for itself. You're taught that ideas are interesting, your ideas are interesting, they have value, and to kind of have these conversations with these specialists in their field about things that you both find really interesting has really taught me to not only love German, but also to think in totally different ways and to value my own thinking, which is really important. I think one of the best parts of my studies is getting used to the supervision system here at Cambridge. It's been really instrumental in helping my learning, and it's a great way to delve into the depths of your topic without feeling like you're drowning in the material, because you have somebody there who's an expert to guide you. I think there are two major things that Cambridge German helps you with here. One is the great array of papers that they have. You have so many different things concentrating on literature, on philosophy, on history, on linguistics that you can pursue, and that allows you to kind of tailor your interests as you go through the course. Another thing is the supervision system itself, which means that anything that you study, any issues that you might have, the fellows, the people who are doing the teaching here, can help you with that and can tailor your own learning and can give you advice on what things to read. So a typical day in the life of a languages student, you have very few contact hours compared to, say, science students, because a lot of the learning here is independent driven, which is something that I really like, because it allows me to tailor my own learning to what I like and what I want to do. So what I'd probably do is have maybe 1 or 2 lectures or classes or supervisions per day, although not every day. Sometimes they're concentrated, sometimes they're more spread out. And to then do a lot of reading of my own in preparation for an essay or a supervision. And then what you'd have is your meal times are probably structured around your friends, what they're doing. And then in the evening is generally time for societies or clubs, or seeing friends, or doing what you want to do and relaxing in the evening. So one of the best things about Cambridge life is the number of societies here that are both academic but also very fun at the same time. So say like the German society at the university level here is obviously to do with German, but it doesn't have to be just to do with academia. You go to events because you want to do them. And say at the end of the year, there are very relaxed and laid back events like garden parties and stuff like that you can go to with these societies and relax. They hold informal talks all the time. They might have speakers in. It's a really good way to meet other people who are interested in the same things you are without having to delve too deep all the time into academic issues. In terms of German playing a role in my life after graduation, it's really hit me this year that I quite like studying, so I'd quite like to continue studying. and German seems to be my stronger point, and I prefer German. So hopefully, if I do well in future, I'll be able to continue studying here for a master's.